Welcome back to my channel. So today's topic is arthritis. So this is nothing but pain. Okay, so the joint pains basically. So let me give you more insight on this arthritis today because this is the leading issue now. Many of them are facing this issues of joint pains. So let me give you more insights on that today and what tests you can do for coming out or trying to screen yourself if you are suffering from arthritis. So please do watch till the end for more updates. So as I told you, it is a disease of joints. So basically in this, there is a lot of pain that people undergo because of the inflammation or degeneration of your joints. So we know joints are there throughout our body. It might be hands, it might be legs. So various points or joints in your body can undergo this issue called as arthritis. So this becomes very difficult, and it becomes even difficult for you to walk sometimes if your joints are having this issue of arthritis. And in arthritis, the most common one is osteoarthritis to do with the bones. And one more is rheumatoid arthritis. This also is a leading arthritis. It's the second most common type of arthritis, where your immune system, we know that our body is having an immune system, and what happens in this particular rheumatoid arthritis is it leads to autoimmune disorder. That means your body considers your body systems only as your so once your body considers your own system as something different like foreign material, then it starts creating autoimmune disorder. So that means it generates an immune response against your own system, which leads to this issue of rheumatoid arthritis. So according to CDC, 54.4 million adults in US alone are diagnosed with this kind of arthritis issues. So it might be either osteoarthritis, rheumatoid arthritis, or some other kind of arthritis, but there is a lot of people suffering from this issue, and it's always told that this arthritis issues comes up with age, that is mostly after 40, 50, 60 years. In women, most of the type it is already seen because of the hormonal imbalance. A lot of calcium becomes less in your body, and that also can lead to arthritis. So apart from that, even comorbidities can lead to issues, and even smoking can lead to issues. But now we can see this kind of arthritis issues even in young children. So that is something called as juvenile arthritis. So let me give you more insight on that now. So as I told you, it is basically the joints which are mostly vulnerable in this particular situation. So it can be your feet, hands, hips, knees, lower back. So it can be any joints that you have. So arthritis can happen in any of those regions. And 50 million adults and 3 lakh children are having these issues already in US alone. So you can see how much problem is this creating. So this is just to show you an image of a healthy joint, how it looks like. And you can see this is the image of osteoarthritis. So you can So you can see that there is swelling here. So there is inflammation and swelling, and definitely that will lead to a lot of pain because the movement of these joints becomes very, very difficult because you can see there is inflammation. Apart from that, I told you about rheumatoid arthritis, where your own body considers your system as foreign and it starts creating an immune response. That also creates a lot of inflammation, and this is to show you that. So both of these situations will create a lot of pain in those joints, and your normal movement itself becomes very, very difficult for you. So that is why this is gaining a lot of importance, the screening of arthritis. So let me give you more details on that today. So as we know, our joints have got various connective tissues, like we have the ligaments where it binds the bones to bones. We have tendons which binds the muscles to bones. So there are a lot of connections which are there, and any issues with these connections lead to a lot of issue. And this is the synovial fluid to show you that there is a lubrication between the joints, and any issue with the synovial fluid also can lead to issues. So in this way, these parts of the joints and their connections are very, very important, and any issue with this will lead to arthritis problems. So coming to the types, as I told you, we have osteoarthritis, which might be because of repeated stress. It can be because of wear and tear. We have something called as ankylosing spondylitis, which is basically the arthritis of your spine. So lower back kind of system where you have these kind of arthritis problems, it is called as ankylosing spondylitis. And the ones which affects the children's below 15-16 years, it is called as juvenile arthritis. So there are different types or different categorizations further for this particular arthritis. And there is a situation where hard crystals of uric acid starts depositing in your joints, and once these start depositing in the joints, again it can lead to a lot of pain. So that condition is called as gout. And then you have something called as psoriatic arthritis, which is the inflammation in it is an autoimmune inflammation that occurs basically in the skin. So that is called as psoriatic arthritis. And I told you about rheumatoid arthritis already. It is the body's immune response. So it is the attacking the own system, and that leads to this issue of rheumatoid arthritis. So the main causes for this can be family history. It can be repeated stress on your joints. So basically people who are into sports, they have a chance of developing this kind of arthritis because of repeated stress to their joints. And they can be autoimmune diseases that are caused because of infections, basically, because once you have infection, you know that your immune system starts becoming active. So in that way, it can lead to sometimes autoimmune diseases. Other risk factors can be age, it can be lifestyle like smoking, and it can be sex, like people, like when you compare male and female, there's a chance of having arthritis issues in female comparison with male, because I told you about the hormonal imbalances that can happen, and that can in turn lead to low density of bones, which can lead to arthritis. And obesity is one more major issue which can lead to arthritis, because once you're obese, the entire body weight falls in your legs, and the joints there are under stress, because of which it can lead to arthritis. So it is better to have a good diet plan and try to control your obesity issues so that you can indirectly avoid arthritis in future. So the symptoms of arthritis include pain, redness. There will be a lot of stiffness. You cannot move your joints easily. It becomes very, very difficult. There will be swelling. In certain cases, there will be tenderness. So these are the usual symptoms seen during arthritis. And basically, how do they diagnose it is basically the doctor might do a physical examination to check your joints if you have any pain. So they will just tap and see in that area to see if there is any tenderness or swelling in that area. And even imaging techniques like X-ray, MRI, ultrasound and CT scan will help a lot. And if there are, that is basically to confirm if it is arthritis or certain bone damages or bone fractures or dislocations. So this can be very well understood using this kind of imaging techniques, and even cartilage breakdown can be analyzed. So this is the image to show you that this is a normal one, how it looks, and here you can see there is an issue. So that is the joints have been fused here. So once there is fusion of joints, definitely the movement of this joint becomes difficult, and that leads to pain. So this arthritis screening is becoming very, very essential now. And when you talk about females, this is really being mandatory. Basically, when you start aging, so after 45 years, it's better to do arthritis screening every year. And the tests are not very costly for a just screening. So this you can see, I have put a diagnostic SRL diagnostics page here. So their screening tests are there. So arthritis screening will cost you just 800 rupees. But if you are already suffering and you want much more details of other tests also, then you may have to do an arthritis panel test, which has a multiple tests in that. So you can see these are the various tests that they perform, and all these test results will indirectly tell them if you're suffering from arthritis or not. So this might cost you approximately 2,750 rupees. So calcium is one important thing, as I told you, and if calcium is less in your body, that will indirectly tell you that the bone density is less, and that can lead to arthritis issues in future. So these kind of biochemical tests, your blood screening tests are very, very essential, and this is the initial stage. So once you do this kind of screening test, if the levels of these are not in normal range, if there is slightly increase, you get to know in the initial stage itself, and you can think how you can try to minimize this or prevent this in future. So screening can be very essential, and this is one side to show you that. So when there is autoimmune diseases, autoimmune infection, that is rheumatoid arthritis, your CRP levels, that is the C-reactive protein level, becomes very, very high. That is because of the inflammation in the body, and that can be analyzed by this test. Apart from that, there are various other tests which might be useful, like uric acid test. Basically, that will tell you that you're suffering from gout in case you have higher levels of uric acid. Even there is one more test called as the RA factor, that is the rheumatoid arthritis factor. So if there is increase in this factor, it will indirectly tell you that in future you might suffer from this kind of rheumatoid arthritis issue. So in this way, blood test speaks a lot, and that will be very, very useful. So screening test has to be done, and this will be helpful in case you do it. So till date, there is no much cure available for this particular problem, but there are a lot of treatments or management steps that are available. Most of them, they may go for medications. They might go for physical therapy like laser physiotherapy. So there are a lot of options available now, and sometimes they may go for therapeutic injections, something called as cortisone shots, which will temporarily relieve the pain in your joint. So in this way, there are non-surgical treatments and there are surgical treatments also. So in surgical treatments, they will be doing some kind of surgery like ankle replacement, hip replacement, knee replacement, shoulder replacement. There are a lot of joint replacement therapies, and there are certain kind of fusion therapies. So these kind of surgical treatments are also available, which can be utilized. So this is the fingertip to show you there is inflammation, the arthritis in this particular area, and you can see how they are treating this by cutting this area and fixing it with something so that the people can move their joints. So in this way, there are a lot of techniques available, and this is called as arthroplasty. And there are a lot of bone grafting techniques also available now, and artificial knee joint kind of systems are also available. So how can you avoid this, or how can you prevent this arthritis? So avoiding tobacco is one important thing, and seeing to it that you do not become obese. You try to manage your weight with proper diet so that this kind of obesity related arthritis can be reduced. And in this way, a lot of problems can be nullified. So there is a saying like weather has an impact on this arthritis. So whether it becomes worse at certain weather conditions, definitely yes. So when the weather is very humid or cold, the chances of having this kind of pain even triggers even more. Basically, that is the reason is because people become less active in this rainy seasons and winter times. So once they are less active, the cold and damp can make your joints even more stiff. And once it becomes more and more stiff, that will definitely aggravate arthritis. So it's always better to have a regular walking kind of system. You should do that so that definitely this kind of stiffness that is created because of weather can be nullified. So coming to the takeaway messages, we have seen how analysis of your body fluids or analysis of the blood can be very, very essential in initial screening of arthritis, how it can help you with physical therapy, how the different treatment options like joint repair, joint replacement, joint fusion can be used, how heating pads or ice pads can be used for relieving this pain to some extent, how various assistive devices like shoe, walkers, raised toilet seats and various other systems can be used, and alternative therapies like acupuncture, yoga, tai chi. So these are some more techniques which can be useful, and it's always better to consult a rheumatologist for faster and better diagnosis of this particular rheumatoid arthritis. And definitely you should stop taking too much pain relief medicine, because these will indirectly have an impact on your kidneys, and we know that kidneys are the filtration system of our body. So once this kidney issues start, the chances of having these arthritis issues becomes even more. So in this way, even though there is no much cure available, there are a lot of treatment goals and strategies that are available which can be of use. Thank you for watching. If you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe to my channel, and please share this video with maximum people so that I can make much more educative videos for you like this. Thank you.